Let the pageant begin.
It was winter. Snow was falling, and exhausted from holiday celebrations and preparations, some children were asleep in the nursery. Suddenly, all awoke at the same time and saw first a light, then a figure in a bright robe who seemed to be lit by a star overhead. The figure seemed to be surrounded by light and was beckoning them to follow. They heard the voice of their guide. "I am a messenger of the light. Follow me. I want you to learn about the power of light, about the promise and the hope that the light brings." Those are the things you celebrate when you celebrate your holiday of Christmas. But many others around the world celebrate similar things as they share their holidays at this time of year. There is more that ties us all together than that separates us. In our faith, we recognize many of the traditions, customs, and teachings of other faith traditions. Follow this light and come with me on a journey this night, and we will learn about hope and promise by visiting a few different holiday celebrations. And so they set out. Christians celebrate this day when Jesus was born of the Virgin Mary, a baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger. Where a child is born, hope is born. Since a new star first appeared above Bethlehem, Christmas has been a season of light. Like the star that was followed by the wise men, and that has burned for centuries since, the light gives us promise and hope. As the Gospel John tells us, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. We all seek a bright, particular star to guide us to our Christmas opportunity, to be of service to our fellow human beings. May we all make the journey to Bethlehem in spirit, taking with us a tender, caring heart as our gift. And as the Advent candles burn, may one and all have a joy-filled Christmas. Now, as our travelers journey to their next destination, please join in singing hymn number 237, The First Noel. this time of the year, when our part of the planet gets colder and colder, and light becomes scarce, Jews celebrate Hanukkah, the festival of lights. This holiday commemorates the reclaiming of the Jews' holy temple in Jerusalem at the time of the Maccabean revolt against their Macedonian conquerors. Jews commemorate the holiday primarily by lighting the candles of the menorah, which holds 9 candles. The center candle is called the shamas, and from it, each of the other candles are lit on each of the 8 nights of the Hanukkah. After the Maccabees had retaken their holy temple, they needed to rededicate, and that required oil to light the lamps. They had only enough oil for 1 night, not enough for the full dedication of the temple. Miraculously, the wicks of the menorah, once lit, burned for 8 days and nights. The lamps burned, the promise of the light was fulfilled. The faith of the Maccabees in the power of light, the faith in the promise, had created the miracle of Hanukkah. The journey continues while we sing hymn number 221, Light One Candle.
Travelers come now to the next holiday on their journey, which is Kwanzaa, the newest of the celebrations they are visiting. It began in 1966, and it celebrates the heritage and the 7 values of Kwanzaa. The celebration lasts for 7 days, and it too celebrates the light as candles are lit each night of Kwanzaa. Each candle represents a value, and the candles are placed in a candelabra called a kanara, which represents our roots. The 7 values of Kwanzaa are unity, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith. Kwanzaa honors these values, and this holiday too looks to an ideal. Kwanzaa celebrants not only light the candles in their kanara, but they bring light to the world as they live those values.
Rambe.